Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another sketchbook tour. So let's just hop right into it. This is just a pretty standard sketchbook from, I think I picked it up at Borders, not Borders, but Barnes & Noble or something like that. I don't think it's a Canson sketchbook, but I usually pick things that have kind of give me the grade of the paper, you know, if it's acid free or so forth. This one I just kind of think I just grabbed. So it's kind of a textured paper, a lot like your recycled sketchbooks, but the binding is okay, not great. So usually what I do when I first start out sketches is, or a sketchbook, is I will put on different media just to see how the paper's taking it. Unless I already know this type of sketchbook, then I just go ahead and start. This one I've drawn on this type of paper a lot of times. So this one here is just most of the sketchbook I think is probably done in ink and or color erase pencil. So this is Prismacolor color erase, scarlet red, blues. I think it's carmine red, some of these, and then some other colors. So this is just some pen and some color erase pencils. This is Carolyn Monroe, actress way back in the day. Another color erase sketch. And I'm just kind of stylizing some shapes on some of these pictures that I'm going through. Sometimes I'll just rip down hundreds of pictures offline and I'll just start going through them. I'll look at different galleries. This one was fun. This is Bianca Beauchamp. She does like all this latex skin 2 stuff. So I had kind of fun stylizing this, some of the negative shapes and so forth. It was pretty fun to do. So another one, don't recall the model's name. Another one here, this is color erase blue pencil. Just some doodles, making notes. Some die markers and ink with this. This is generally my favorite just for doing quick rough sketches. I'm not trying to put in a lot of detail or any type of thing. It's just, I think when artists go through and they do sketchbooks, sometimes you really don't have to get the detail in. If your placement, your eyes, your mouth, those proportions are all in there, then it's just kind of leg work after that. So I really kind of go for that because you can put all the detail in you want, and if their placement's not correct, it's not going to mean anything. Started doing a couple multi-figures, still having kind of fun, just kind of just trying to design some of the shapes. So this one I kind of started out with just pen, and then went over it with some Prismacolor pencil. Oh, I got a cut in there. Another color erase. This was a booth person down at the Comic-Con that we met, talked to. She's really nice, helped us out with a lot of things. So this is something, this is from my buddy John Wayshak. I always I like looking at his stuff, just the way he plays with shapes. I think he's fantastic. You gotta go check out his website, so forth. Really great stuff. Here's another one I did of his. I just, yeah, I really enjoy his style. I'm glad he does it because I certainly wouldn't be doing it. So I don't know how, but just having fun doing some different characters, real simple stuff. This is Prismacolor. This is Bianca Beauchamp as well. So I mean, back in the day, probably 10, 15 years ago, I think I pulled down about 500 pictures. Really have fun doing those latex ones because it's kind of like, I kind of like the high contrast, high key photos. Another concept character here. This was just a few images that and a few notes taken down from a little story I was writing on my own, little character I was developing. I've done a bunch with this off of those. Another quick concept creature, just real quick. I'll keep my sketchbook by my desk sometimes when if I'm working full time at a company or something like that. This one I think I was at Bally Entertainment or Bally Technologies, and just having fun, taking a break, doing a quick sketch there. As simple as these are, I absolutely love these. Just taking a pen, sometimes a felt pen. This is a brush pen, and just really just doing some gesture drawings and finding some interesting lines. And these happen to be some of my favorite drawings, even though I think most people would skip over them. Another one in that vein. Really have fun doing these. This is a Jean-Pierre, I think, World's Strongest Man competitor, and doing some sketches of him with this massive dumbbell that he has. This is the guy, what's his name? He's from, he was on the movie Troy, that big huge dude that Brad Pitt took on. Nathan Jones, that's right. And I used to go have a few little discussions with him back and forth on the day, on the message boards. Really cool guy though. This is Prismacolor as well, Prismacolor pencil. Did another one here. I have no idea who this guy is, but I remember when I was doing these, I was just in the mood to do more ink type of things, and this paper was not really doing it for me. But by the end of it, with colored pencil, those type of things, since it has a little bit of texture, it's fantastic for that. I wouldn't so much keep so much ink on it. I don't think it's that great for it, but this is Color Erase, a blue pencil as well. This was a Navy SEAL. This is regular Prismacolor color pencil. These as well. This is a Jamie Eason, who I have drawn tons of drawings of. I love her personality. She's just as a celebrity fitness girl, she's just really kind of fun. She answers her fans and so forth, and so has some great poses. I love doing drawings of her poses, and so these are more kind of breakdowns of poses that she's put up, and so I had a ball just doing these really quick. I could do these all day. So just some more of them. And I always recommend people do these. Again, it's all about placement, because rendering is just filling in those shapes and those type of things. So these are where I really have fun, and you really can kind of design shapes and so forth. And so, like I say, I could just do these things all day. Just love doing them. Just more. The great thing too about when you get these type of sketchbooks and you're using a color eraser or a pencil like that, you're not engraving the other side of the page, you're not transferring ink to the page, so you can really kind of double the mileage on your page, on your sketchbooks, because you get to use both sides. Whereas if you're doing ink or markers like I often do, they bleed through, so you're kind of stuck with just that one page, but it's okay too. Here's some more. Went over them real quick with some ink. So I do a real quick gesture real quick. Instead of locking it down with the pencil over there, I'll just do the real quick gesture, and then I'll take the pen and try to make just one stroke lines to see how well I can hit it if I'm dialed in. And so love these as well. More Prismacolor pencils. And I need to find a gallery with a lot of pictures with multiple figures, because when you do multiple figures together, it's going to help your skill far more than just doing one figure wonders, which I have done my share of. So these are a ball, fun. I think I'm gonna have to get another one of these books. A bit more, just playing with some shapes. I can't even remember what those are from, but there's one. Don't recall the model on here, but these are I'm just having a ball with these. These blue pencils can just be a riot. So, some more sketches continued here. And I started working on some layouts for a screen for a Valley Technologies. We do poker games. You can actually computerized. People sit down and they bet. Whether it's 21, poker, Texas Hold'em, whatever. And then up on the screen you have the dealer. So we're going to do some designs around that screen. I think they just decided to go in a different direction because it's too expensive to make those. But I had started doing some designs for those, and so this is them. Just really quick, just bashing them out, and they're always fun just to do quick things, because sometimes you just get too locked into one idea, and once you put that timer on and you speed up, things change, and you tend to, I think you tend to have a lot better ideas pouring out as you just throw things at the fan and see what hits, see what sticks, I should say. There's some more. Just quick sketches. Great here. So, I apparently didn't finish that page, but oh well. Just having some fun still. Additional characters, drawings. Okay. Some thumbnails. Warm-up drawings. Have some more gestural ones here. Again, these are I just love these. I can't. I'm kind of curious, what you guys think of the. Which ones are your favorite? Which ones do you lean towards? Do you like more polished drawings? Do you like gestural drawings? Please put down in the comments what you like, and what kind of style, what type of things you're doing that have helped you progress the most in your career as an artist. Okay. A few more sketches. And sometimes, sometimes you just have those days where you're having a sticking point with anatomy, and so I'll pull out, a Bridgman book or something like that and refresh myself just to get my mind in the right place. These are some sports pictures I was working on. So this is a regular Prismacolor pencil, blue line pencil. I can't remember this actor's name. She was in Dark Phoenix, the blonde girl in The Debt. I'm trying to remember her name, but I really like her. I don't know what these are. Other just simple sketches, and the reason is a lot of time this paper's not, I don't think it's archival. It's fairly thin. I'm guessing probably 50 pound, and I don't really tend to want to do polished drawings on these type of things, because sometimes I'll tear them out and frame them if I like it, but I want them to be on some quality paper, so I'll tend to do quick sketches on here. This is kind of an exercise with different shapes, so I was just drawing shapes, you can't see them under here, and making heads out of them. So the shapes were much more rudimentary, obviously no hair on there, and then I'll start making faces out of those, and that's really fun to do too. So just some more caricatures, gesture, and I have no idea what I was doing here. So that's the fun part about being an artist. You just do whatever you want. I think this was actually some girl at the Comic-Con in a Power Woman suit or something like that, and I just I snapped a picture of her and then went home and kind of made her a little bit androidish. Just one that I've made up. And I like to do a lot of montages with different things in there, and so this was just done a real quick montage. I'd like to do a finished layout. I've got a bunch of things to change. It doesn't have a central focal point, so still like to try that. Maybe do a full color painting over it. More characters. This is Black Widow. Kind of did the design for her suit there. Captain America. So fun stuff again. If I start doing a lot of figures, sometimes I'll get a little bored a little bit, and I will start converting them to androids or adding parts, you know, you name it. I think this one I was thinking of doing a business card, or it was actually, I think maybe I was getting some envelopes I wanted to get printed up, and thinking of, hey, should I get a picture put on this to mail people? But just thinking out loud. Some more stylized figures. The robot work. I've done probably a half dozen Native American paintings, oil paintings. This was a sketch of one that I was going to do. I didn't really kind of like how the I don't know, I'm still debating whether to do a painting of it or not, but that was Prismacolor as well. I kind of like a lot of fitness stuff, and so doing comic stuff, you're always kind of looking at fitness type of figures, and so I have a good time doing this stuff. This one, I know that this woman was lifting a much smaller weight, and I changed that, but I still wanted to see if I could pull off just that hex weight, and you could feel the weight of that in her hand. So, and how her hand is here. Again, these are things that I personally just kind of like simplifying. I don't like doing individual fingers sometimes. I can do them, but I think the shapes look better sometimes without them. So, more figures. This one was kind of a layout for a digital painting I was going to do. I changed it much completely different than this, and so I actually did it on the computer. And then just another composition for a painting that I may end up doing sometime, kind of a Punisher type of character. So I put this on here, note specifically because I like this drawing and I didn't want to ruin it by putting something over the top of it. This is just marker. I actually have another design of this actual character. It's the same guy, but I started modifying him to see if he would look better as a cyborg or something, which I don't like, and so I left it there. Combination marker, pencil, and a little white pencil there. So yeah, we're just about near the end here. Back to the blue pencil, kind of giving them bigger, kind of a little bit manga eyes, whatever you want to call them. This is that previous drawing. I just did a different iteration off of it. And we get to the last ones here, and I've got another montage again. I like doing character montages, so that's actually a self-portrait. And I think I got this from a passport picture, and to me it's like a lot of times if I'm even doing a detailed picture, I like to get smaller pictures because the eyes, eyebrows, the shapes are much more simplified, and I think I can actually get more detail out of a small picture many times than I can a large picture. So, same type of thing, just a few other characters that I've had, and so I just did a little gouache over them, but you can see just how wrinkled the paper is. Again, this is not the type of book you want to be doing wet media in, and or markers. They really suck up the marker, so, but that's up to you. And this is, I think, one of our last ones here. We've got all this stuff, and there we are. We're done. And so, let me know what you think. Any ideas that you may have for sketches and what you like to put in your sketchbooks, please put them down in the comment. If you got something out of this or enjoyed this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and click that notification. And thank you for visiting the channel today.